Previously on the last Pokemon challenge. Sometimes I need to engage my brain before opening my mouth. And coming up, L for levitate, S for stays up in the air, I suppose. Today on Pokemon Emerald, we run a really cool bug. Welcome along everybody to the second 4 moves challenge here in Pokemon Emerald, where we are straight into the action with HERACROSS's 4 moves challenge. This one should be an interesting one. I think this is the first time, that we are running a physical attacker through Pokemon Emerald, so we'll have to see how this one fares. We've got HERACROSS today. It should be a very, very good Pokemon. A lot of upsides to HERACROSS with a couple of downsides mixed in. As for the moves, I've gone for Brick Break, Earthquake, Swords Dance, and Rock Slide. Now, I know a lot of you were probably hoping that we would have Mega Horn on the learn set, but I really cannot justify it with it being such low accuracy, and with the fact that we can increase our damage output courtesy of Swords Dance. I just didn't think it was worth it. Now, I don't know where the roadblocks are going to be in this challenge, quite honestly. They could be anywhere. I reckon Winona's going to cause some trouble for us, but there may be other trainers as well that we've not seen. Bug fighting is a really interesting type combination though. It's one of the more obscure ones for the early generations, and it does mean that we're going to have some very favourable type matchups, but we're going to curl up and cry anytime that we see anything vaguely with wings. I'm hoping to get a good time with this one. Genuinely don't know how long it's going to take me, but I am ready for the challenge. Brick Break's also interesting because it means if anyone does try and set up a Reflect, they're going to stand absolutely no chance whatsoever. I've tried to iron out a couple of the bugs that we had in the Alakazam challenge as well, so we'll have to see if that comes to fruition. Still not that comfortable in Pokemon Emerald, especially compared to Fire Red. In Fire Red, I'm feeling pretty confident now with the routing. I reckon 3 or 4 more runs and it should become second nature. Emerald, there's still a lot of thinking and a lot of manual effort, should we say, going in to trying to get the run to work. I'm sure that will come with time, but it's just not quite there yet. But that's why we're doing this challenge now. Like I mentioned in the last few videos, if you do have any suggestions for runs in Crystal, in Fire Red, in Emerald, do let me know down in the comments below. I've got a pretty full schedule for the next few videos. Kind of got a plan for what I want to do, but after that I'm all ears, and it does take me a little while to get in the mindset to record any particular challenge anyway. Plus, of course, there are the live streams as well, so do make sure you're subscribed if you don't want to miss anything. I'm very video heavy at the moment because I can do this at my own pace in my own time, and while I'm still recovering mentally, that is a lot easier than having to go full blast for quite a long time per video. We're into Petalburg Woods now, and this means we are against the first evil team fight. Is this the only Pokemon generation where you battle the evil team before the first gym? I think it might be. I think it could be, actually, because in Gen 2 you battle Falkner first. In Gen 1 you do Brock first. Gen 4... oh, do you do the Rock-type gym before you meet Team whatever they are? Not Team Plasma, the other one. Team Galactic. Genuinely can't remember. I know you meet Team Plasma early in Gen 5, and you definitely do the Bug Gym first in Gen 6, and then I've not really played too much of Gen 8, so I can't quite remember Gen 8 and Gen 9 off the top of my head. In here, we're just going to spend a lot of money on repels, and we'll also get some super potions. Just to be extra safe, we do need to go and speak with the man here so that we can get ourselves the scythe. That's going to chop down any trees that are going to be blocking our way in our route, and we'll already go straight into the next gym. This is, or should I say the first gym, this is Roxanne's Rock-type gym. She must have been learning from Brock here, but I think she's slightly better than Brock. She actually can pose a little bit of a threat, as opposed to Brock, who, unless you've got really bad moves and you're playing Gen 1, will never, ever, ever be a threat. If Brock is a threat, something has gone wrong. That is for absolute sure. So let's take her on. This is Roxanne of Rustboro City. She leads with Geodude. One hit on the Geodude, one hit on Geodude number 2. We grow to level 12, and it's hopefully going to be a 2-shot on her Nosepass. One of the weirdest Pokemon, isn't it, Nosepass? Time of 4 minutes and 51 seconds for Roxanne's badge. Let us now do a very, very quick heal, make sure we're back up to full PP. We'll also get the Rental Abra at the same time. We can find out what the hell's going on over here, because some commotion's happening. And if I know my Pokemon games, if there's commotion happening, we have to be the ones to deal with it. I don't know why they decide that children in-game are the best people to deal with all the issues. Maybe it's some kind of weird opposite land compared to the regular world. Gonna take on these hikers as well as this dude here, because we might as well. Let's hope we don't get status. Oh, we've been sent to bloody sleep. Lotad, don't do too much, please. If you can just tickle us awake, that's alright. Not too many time lost there because of that Effect Spore. Effect Spore and Poison Point in Generation 3 are the single most annoying abilities. Mr. Brawly, we're here to save you. Don't fret. We know what we're doing. I do want to get this. Oh, I thought that was an ether. The ether's the other side, isn't it? Time for Team Aqua again. Brick Break, go away. Level 14 acquired as well. We get the Devon Goods. Mr. Pico Man comes into whatever cave this is. The Rust Turf Tunnel, isn't it? And we will take our shortcut back. We'll do the PP heal now so we don't have to do it later. And then we do need to trigger the cutscene by going up here. He's going to get confused because we magically teleported past his very own eyes. And here is where we start the pestering in this challenge, isn't it? We are going to be incessantly called on our Pokénav now until the end of the run. It is so blooming annoying. I wish we could turn it off, but it is part of the Vanilla Emerald Challenge. So I'm not going to. I think 4 moves pushes the boundary of vanilla quite enough, thank you very much. Let's take on May number 2. She leads with a Hello Tad. It goes away. There's a Torchic, there goes a Torchic. Thank you, May, free experience, and I took your lunch money as well. That means we are through the first part of this challenge. We're out of the first major city. We didn't get effect spored by that Shroomish. And did we take on Winston? Yes, we did. He would be free experience if we didn't. Let's now keep on going south. I did get repels, so we don't need to worry about that this time. I do want to get a couple of berries, so what are you? Petra Berries will pick you up as well. And now we can go and say hello to Mr. Brawly. Oh, that was perfectly timed. Yes, I messed it up. I timed it perfectly and then I messed it up. We do want to set sail, Mr. Brawly. Absolutely. Dad Norman's got hold of our phone number. Bloody hell. Really, really don't like the pestering system in this. It's so annoying. But I tell you what I do like. The concept of this gym. I love this gym. It's such a clever and creative design. Except I don't know where I'm going in the dark. Which is why I need to battle the trainers. I think there's a tag team up here. Battle Girl, somebody with her Meditite. We will use Brick Break and we'll get rid of her in 2 hits. And then we've got a Sailor. A Sailor with a Machop. You know what, let's put Earthquake up in top spot for a little bit. Give that a time to shine. See how much it can do on its own. Are there any trainers around here for me to take on? Yes, there are. You've got a Machop. We've got a 1-hit for you. Thank you very much. And another trainer here. He has got a Makuhita. Really, really want to run the Makuhita line at some point. I think it's such a cool design. And a really fun concept. It's so silly and I love it. I love the silly Pokemon though. I think they're some of my favourites. Just going to make sure we don't have anybody else who we can nab a little bit of free experience from. We do, so we will nab the experience from this Meditite. And with that, I think we are ready for gym number 2. This is Brawly, a fighting type specialist, much like us. He leads with Machop. We're both setting up, but our setup is better than his setup. We can one-shot the first 2 Pokemon. Out comes the Makuhita. Go away, Makuhita, you silly sumo ball thing. Sumo ball, punching bag, something like that. Sumo ball's a gladiators event. I don't know why I thought of that. Oh, sumo wrestler is probably what I was thinking of. My brain is melting. It is only about 9 o'clock in the morning here in the United Kingdom. And where I am at the moment, it is sweltering. So my brain is kind of fighting against the heat. We get the lantern here. That's good for us because that means that we can now light up the dark cave. We should probably stick on a rappel as well. We don't want any encounters in here. Grab this escape rope. Important to actually grab the escape rope in this one because we don't get dig until much, much later on, and therefore we don't get the key escape rope until much, much later on. You can do this movement in the dark. I'm just choosing not to. Although, fun fact about those rock smash boulders, I did once RNG manipulate a shiny nose pass in Oras from those boulders. Nose pass in Oras is actually the only Pokemon available in the wild, which you can't use the Dex Nav for. It's really, really blooming annoying, so I had to RNG manip to get a free shiny instead. Let's take on these fishers while we're here. Should be an easy set of battles. And because they've got Tentacool, we get a little bit of a super effective earthquake going on. Oh no, he wants our number as well. I don't know why there isn't the option to decline. I think they were showing off the expanded memory compared to Generation 2 where you did have a limited phone book. But I'd rather have the limited phone book because we can't delete any of the numbers. But let's now get our way over to Slateport City, where the first thing we're going to do is go into the Battle Cafe here. I love this place. I love getting Soda Pop. They're really, really good for easy heals that don't cost too much, and they do a little bit more than other healing items, so I'll always go in here, unless I think we're going to get absolutely destroyed by these trainers. But I think HERACROSS is going to be more than capable of one-shotting Goldeen, though could be scary in this game. It does have Peck, so we do have to watch out for that in the end, but this time no issues at all here, and that means we can get a bunch of Soda Pop. Let's just buy like 4 or 5 extra. I think that'll see us fit for at least until we want to start using some of the stronger healing items. Let's do a quick pit stop in the Pokemon Center right about now as well. And then, which one is it? Oh, shut up, Roxanne. Nobody likes you. Is it the bottom one? It is the bottom one. Here's fake Mr. Stern. That's the dude I'm after. That means that then the Aqua people will be in Slateport's museum. Let's take them on. Hello, Mr. Stern. You're a little bit naff, aren't you? So we'll save your ass for the first time. Carvana, one shot. Go away. Who's next? You. You've got a Zubat. We have a Rock Slide we've missed. Oh, bloody hell. You found our one weakness. Confusion and inaccurate moves. And Carvana, please just go. Thank you. Just like that. Very, very good stuff. Here comes Archie to yap about something. We don't care. Nobody cares about you, Aqua. We all seem to prefer Team Magma for some reason. I don't know what it is, but all of my friends, we don't like Team Aqua, but we're really big fans of Team Magma. So we are very much on the side of Team Magma throughout the Emerald storyline. I don't know if that's just a phenomenon with my friend group, or if that's the common consensus. Oh, pee off, Birch. Can everybody just stop getting my number? I'm going to throw the Pokénav in this lake here. I'm sick of them. And I'm sick of Plusle Minun. This is only our second run back. Oh no, Isabelle, go, just bog off. I really, really don't like Plusle Minun. They are probably my least favourite Pokemon in general, which is very, very harsh, I know. They are cute, they are rodents, so I should like them, but they're so bloody annoying. They just get in the way, wasting deck slots. There's no reason for them to exist. It's not like Pachirisu or Emolga, where they're actually competent Pokemon. They're just bad in every sense of the word for Pokemon. We're going to get all these berries here, and I think we have a rival battle coming up in a moment. Oh no. Aroma Ladies are the bane of my life. I don't like them. They all have weird and stupid effects that screw me over, and now we're going to have to take a teleport back to bloody Slateport City because I don't have any healing items. Grumble, 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 Rentalabra. Let's get this healed. Yep, Nurse Joy, some silly cow with a mushroom that can cause effects, stun spored me. I'm sure it's not the first time she... Oh, no, we need to repel. We need to repel quick, sharp, and in a hurry. I'm also going to use the Earthquake TN, the Earthquake PP up at this exact moment. And we'll take on little Timmy here as well. Goodbye, Aaron. Goodbye, Electrike. Goodbye, your hope for a positive future. Got a bit harsh, didn't it? Let's take on May. She starts with a Wingull. We'll slide some rocks over it. It will go down in one. Combustion's next. It doesn't have Levitate, even though it looks like it's in the air. And then we've got Lombre. What should we do for Lombre? Oh, let's do a Brick Break. Let's get rid of it like that. Easy battle. I remember this battle being notoriously hard as a kid, but maybe I was just really bad at the game. I think that's the most likely thing. Because if you're like me and as a kid you just ran your starter Pokemon, then that battle can be brutal. If you have anything that even vaguely resembles type diversity, you should be absolutely fine against that second, third May battle, depending on what you want to call it. Let us now get our stuff done here in Mauville City. We will heal up. We will then not go in there. It's in here, isn't it? We'll get the big hammer so that we can smash those rocks out of the way. And we should probably get a bike as well at the same time. Let's go and get ourselves the Acro bike because I'm too wimpy to use the Mac bike, because I don't want to control that at 4 times speed. I think the next order of business is destroying Wally's hopes and dreams. He's the one that caught the Rolls earlier in the catching tutorial, and he's also the one with a very fainted Rolls now. So, yep, you go back to Verdant Turf. We're actually going to take a trip over there now. Not for any really important business, just so that we can get the town unlocked. Don't know what these berries are. Repair, that doesn't sound useful, so we will not pick them up. We've got a triathlete here. She's got a Dojuo, so we're going to have to Brick Break it to make sure we don't get hit. Oh, not you as well. And you, what do you want, Derek, with your Dustox? We're going to Earthquake your Dustox. Take advantage of the fact that it isn't actually resistant to the ground type. We'll get rid of your Beautifly as well. You don't ever talk to us. Nope, you stay away from me and my... I was going to say me and my son, but I think Heracross is our daughter in this one. I think we've got a female Heracross. That's one of the things I'm really liking about Gen 3 as well. The fact that we don't have to arbitrarily have male Pokemon in order to have good offensive stats. I understand why they did it. It was quite clever at the time, but it does feel a little bit harsh towards the Pokemon where you want to run a female one. So in this game, we're just going to leave it up to choice. Sometimes we'll get a male one, other times we'll get a female one. Oh no, it's Illumise. You've got the Volbeat as well, haven't you? Oh, they're a bit trash as well, although I do want to run Volbeat, because I think that its ability, its signature move, Tail Glow, could be really bloody fun. I think Tail Glow could be one of those Dark Horse moves. I'm going to take on everyone in here because he's only got a Zigzagoon and we can Brick Break it away. Gulpin will resist Brick Break, but he's going to go for Amnesia. And that means we can take on just one more trainer. Did we already do you? Yes, we did. That does, in fact, mean we are ready for getting lost in this puzzle. Just like that. First try. Wattson time. Third gym leader, Electric type specialist, going to lead with Voltorb. One hit on the Voltorb gets us up to level 25. One hit on the Electrike gets us into the battle further. We get rid of the Magneton, will Earthquake the Manectric, and we do defeat Wattson. 3 badges in, Dynamo badge acquired in a time of 18 minutes and 19 seconds. That's not bad at all. Gonna do a quick heal here now for PP purposes, and before moving on, I'm going to take on these trainers here. I think it's a good idea to get these done now, a little bit like how we do with the underground trainers in Generation 2. I think taking these on now will be better, because then we've got quite a long stretch before we can heal again going the other way. So if we do them now, they're very much out of the way and we don't have to think about them in the later part of the challenge. Let me take on this guitarist as well, and then we'll think about taking a little trip up north. They say it's grim up north, but I actually think it's more pleasant up north in this particular region. Or maybe that's just because I'm a northerner here in the United Kingdom, so I feel a little bit, oh, not another call. a little bit of a penchant towards the north of the regions. We get the elixir, he barely knows her, and we do get an encounter this time with the Rock Smash. How bloomin' mean. We are going to take on this trainer here with the Sandshrew. Sorry, Andrew, have to take it out. But we do get to level 27. Trying to remember the next sequence of events here. My mind has gone a little bit blank. Do we do that now? No, we don't. We go through first. Then we go to Meteor Falls, don't we? Yep, it's all coming back. There's a lot of nothing coming up for the next little bit. So I'll tell you what, I'll skip ahead to where it gets interesting again. So we have now made it through Fall Arbor Town and we're very near the Meteor Falls. This is where we're going to encounter the second evil team of this generation. I don't think we've seen Team Magma quite yet, but that is about to change. We don't get to battle them yet. That would be far too invigorating and exhilarating for this part of the challenge, but we at least get to see them, and that's part of the battle, isn't it? So let's stick on a rappel so we don't get any encounters. There they are, the evil team number 2. That's Archie having a little yak again. He's suddenly become the good guy, but I don't believe that he is the good guy. We've got the escape rope as well from the dig house, and we are going to teleport all the way back to Mauville City. We'll do a very quick heal again, once again, 4 PP porpoises, and we'll start making our way back up to Mount's Chimney and the Jagged Pass, because that is where we have to go next. We've got no choice in the matter. It's either there or get stuck in perpetual nothingness for the rest of the challenge. So let's climb up. Do we get the hiker today? No, we don't. We'll have to wait for another challenge to get our hiker on the Jagged Pass. Now, in theory, running a bug type, you'd think we'd have the type disadvantage to all of these fire types, but we've got both Earthquake and Rock Slide, so I think we should be in the easy streets here, especially when we've got a lot of speed. Oh dear. That could have been devastating. I misclicked on the Zubat. We'll make up for it now. And we do have some healing items courtesy of that cafe a little bit earlier on. Let's bring them up a little bit. Back up to full health just in time for Maxi. This is the leader of Team Magma, leading with a Mightyena. That's a good Pokemon for us. We can just break it away. Camera up's next. Let's use a Rock Slide. Oh, not a Rock Slide, an Earthquake. That would be much, much better going up to level 30. Zubat, Rock Slide connects. No need to worry. We have defeated Maxi for the first time. That's very, very good for us. That means we can now get out of here if we find the stairs, and we can head on in to our next town where we're going to face our next gym leader. Ooh, suspicious things looking there. We'll have to check those a little bit later on. Oh, what do you have to say for yourself, Ethan? You've got a Zigzagoon, we've got a Brick Break. You've got a Tailo, we've got a Rock Slide. We missed, but your Tailo is not strong enough to knock out our HERACROSS. Oh, another one with a phone number. Go away, get in the bin. Let's do a quick... No, actually, do we want to heal here? I don't think we do. We'll heal up the old-fashioned way. We can get super repels here. We'll buy some of those. In fact, let's buy more of those. There's a lot of walking in Hoenn. And let's go into our next gym. We do have an abundance of PP healing items in this game. So that does mean we can afford to use some leper berries every now and then, just to increase our power points again. And while we're in the bag, we'll use another soda pop, get back up to full health, so that we are in fighting fit state for our next gym. This is another fire type gym. We're going to try and use Brick Break where we can here, so that we don't have to consume our strong moves quite so early. Not that Brick Break's a weak move. We just have very, very good offensive moves against the fire type in this particular gym. And it is a bit weird, actually, isn't it? They go for 2 fire type things back to back. It would have been a bit more interesting if we'd have had Team Aqua as the villainous team at that part. But I suppose Team Aqua can't really be in the middle of the land there. It wouldn't make too much sense thematically. But then you do go here, there, and everywhere in this game, so they could probably have made it work if they want to. Is this the way to Flannery? No, this is the way to getting lost. Is this the way to Flannery? Yes, yes it is. Flannery is gym leader number 4. She is a fire type specialist, leads with Numel. Nimble goes down in 1 earthquake. Slugma also goes down in 1 earthquake. Camerupt, it will go down in 1 earthquake. And Torkoal will not go down in 1 earthquake, but it goes down in 2 earthquakes instead. Next badge acquired in a time of 26 minutes and 58 seconds, I counted it, the overlay there being ever so slightly slow. Right, that means I think we're on the way back close to home. Let's use the rental abra, get ourselves back to Mauville City, and then we can start heading west through past Verdanturf Town again. I do like Verdanturf. It's a very, very relaxed place, isn't it? Very, very, very serene, I think is the right word to describe it. And its music, it was such a tearjerker when I was a kid. It always made me well up. And then when I heard the Orash remix, that was it. I was bawling for an hour. Don't know what it is about that music. It gives me chills all the time when I listen to it. And apparently that's only a thing for about 50% of people, which I find a little bit weird. I thought it was everybody, but apparently it's not. Very strange, the human body, isn't it? But I wouldn't have it any other way. Do we get an item here? Oh, it's just a repeat ball. That was a big waste of everybody's time, wasn't it? Oh, no, not you. We're too strong for you, mate. We don't need to battle you anymore. I swear I put on a repel then. Now the repel comes on, and we can do our first set of proper backtracking in this game. There's so much back and forth. It's my one criticism, that the backtracking does get on your nerves, and I think it got on a lot of Game Freak's nerves as well, because by the time we get to Oras, they have added May, quick travelling you to places. I don't think there's too much we can do here in this gym. I think we've just got to go straight in for the leader. We'll use a... Oh, bloody hell, that Swellow was a bad idea. Abandon, 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 abort, abort, aborty. Go in for a heal. Pretend that battle never happened. I might do full trainers in this gym, though. They're going to be fairly easy to take on, and we do, in theory, have the type advantage, as long as there's no other pesky flying types. Spinder will be a nice, easy one-shot there. And then we can go into this room here, and we'll take on this lady. What have you got? You've got Wigglytuff. That'll be another one hit. Yeah, I do think we'll do full trainers in this gym. It just seems to make some sense to me. Who's on the right here? What have you got? You've got a Delcatty, we've got a Brick Break for you. Very good stuff. Have we battled the person in here? Yes, we have. So that means we can move on to this side. And we'll take on a Slack Off. Another easy one hit there. So we can absolutely then move further back and further this way. I think if we go in here, have we battled her? Yes, we have. So we've got this lady here. Don't know what she's got. Is she Zangoose Lady? She is Zangoose Lady. Sorry, Zangoose. It had to be done. I do feel bad every time I knock out a Zangoose. I don't think we see that many of them either in this run. Let's now take on Norman, though. He's our next leader. Normal type specialist led with Spinder. Spinder was a one-shot, as is Vigoroth. Linoon's going to be a one-shot. How about the slacking? It is big, it is bulky, and it does knock us out. Ooh, counter's going to be mean. I think we've got to try and set up against this Spinder. Have we got a berry that cures confusion, I wonder? I hope we have. We, in fact, do not. Right, we'll set up against the Linoon. I think that's what we need to do. Get rid of the Spinder. Not really a Pokemon we should be concerned with. How about this? Slash is fine. Vigoroth can go away. Linoon, are you going to belly drum? You're just going to use Slash. Double Sword Stance should hopefully now be enough for the slacking. It is. We're through. Just needed to use our brains a little bit. And we get ourselves the Balance Badge in a time of 30 minutes and 53 seconds. And that also means we get access to Surf. We also get the raft from Wally's father because he's very generous like that. And that means we can now start heading towards the east of the Hoenn region. I think we did heal in the Pokemon Center. It would be more sensible to keep our teleport spot for Mauville City a little bit longer. We should be fine with the amount of leper berries and with the amount of healing items that we have. Oh, you're a horrible git, aren't you? Oh, timing this. Is this even possible? I'm just going to deal with him. He's only a fisherman. Oh, but that is awful. I don't like that. Really don't like that. That's one of those trainers who looks like they're avoidable and you probably can frame perfect. But when am I able to do frame perfect stuff like that? Yeah, definitely keep the teleport spot to Mauville if he's in the way. I will remember that for the next Emerald Challenge. I say that I'll probably forget, but I'll hopefully remember for the next Emerald Challenge. And that's half of the battle, isn't it? Yeah, that would have saved a fair amount of time. Probably only about a minute time loss. And I think I'm playing slightly better today than I am with Alakazam. So I'm hoping that it will all average out in the end. One thing that I don't do, by the way, is I don't look at any previous splits or any previous time mid-challenge. I do that in the Generation 2 runs when we see the final leaderboard for the Hall of Fame. But other than that, always try and go in completely blind. You're a bird keeper, aren't you? Thank goodness you've got Pokemon that are half normal type. That means we don't need to panic quite so much. A move! And now we need to get ourselves through this horrible route. I never liked this as a kid. Oh, there's a leper berry there, isn't there? And citrus berries. 2 very good berry trees. We'll get both of those. Yeah, as a kid, I never liked this route. Because it was always that route where you can't bike. So you get stuck on the grass and you have to go really slowly. As an adult, where we're not really on the bike that much, I don't mind it as much. But it is still slightly pesky compared to the other routes. Oh, we get to battle Team Aqua now. A nice little change of pace versus Team Magma earlier. What have you got? You've got Zubat, we've got Rock Slide. You go down in 1, and then we'll Poochyena Brick Break for the second turn. And who else do we need to battle? I think we need to battle both of these, but we'll do them as single battles. So we get rid of the Poochyena, and we will also get rid of the Carvana. Very, very easy battle there. Who've you got for us? Anything interesting? Another bloody Zubat? 3 generations we've had of the evil team having Zubat. Please get some originality, Team Magma. I know you probably live in caves and it's thematically appropriate, but still, it's besides the point. You, stop getting ideas above your station. We'll get past you one way or another. We want to battle Smelly Shelly and nobody else. She leads with Carvana, we'll Brick Break. We're going to take a bit of rough skin, it doesn't really matter. Intimidate doesn't matter either because it's the dark type. And that's all that Shelly has for us. That means we get the cast form. We don't want the cast form. I've not patched this part out yet. And we will get rid of said cast form. And with that, we will make our way in to the next rival battle. Should we do a heal? It's a little bit late to do a heal, isn't it now? She leads with Pelipper. We'll Rock Slide the Pelipper. It will go away. Combustion's next. We can use Earthquake. That's all she's got for that. Brick Break on the Lombre after getting a little bit of fake out damage. And we've only got one more May battle to go. She's got places to go. People see she's a very busy lady. In fact, this is why I'm having to record at 9 o'clock on a Saturday morning. It was the only time she had free. The rest of the time she's attending all sorts of weird and wonderful things. She had her oven door opening in Droitwich last time. And I think she's going to an opening of a crisp packet in Ballacamina today. Very, 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 very posh lady. All sorts of in vogue and in demand. So yeah, we've got to take advantage while we can. Make sure that we can get all of her battles in. That's why we're doing the one south of Petalburg. Gives her that little bit of extra screen time. Because she's been paid for the screen time. She might as well get it. Anyway, let's move on now and let's have a little chat with this dude, Stephen again. He's going to be a right dick at the end of this challenge. So we'll take advantage when he is the protagonist. While we don't have to either battle alongside him or battle against him. Where, when we battle alongside him, his AI is terrible. When we battle against him, suddenly he's the best trainer in the world. Make it make sense. Please, somebody. I want to know what happens. Does he have a brain transplant? Has he been on a little bit the old sauce when we go to the space agency in Moss Deep? What happens to him? Because it's like battling 2 completely different trainers. Ooh, this could be a tricky old battle. This is going to probably be our hardest gym, if any. And I'm going in very, very nonchalant at the moment. Let's hope that this doesn't bite me in the bum. This is, of course, the flying type gym. We can at least take some solace in the fact that there are a lot of Pokemon where Brick Break will run neutral. And this Tropius doesn't have any flying type moves, so we don't need to care there. And what have you got for us? A Swablu, that's part normal type. We can do that here. Swablu, part normal. Once again, we can do a brick break. Swablu, part normal. We can do a brick break for a third time. I'm going to use a Leper Berry or an Ether, whichever I see first. They both have the same effect. Want to keep brick break very topped up here. I'm not doing too badly with these puzzles so far today. Are we going to one-shot Swallow? Daft question. What about Xatu? That was the wrong move. That was a critical hit. That's a Rock Slide. But we have a tag team battle. Oh, no. Dojuo, you're weak defensively. Thank goodness for that. Pelipper, please hit Rock Slide. Please hit Rock Slide. Please hit Rock Slide. Critical hit saves the day there. Oh, overconfidence. My hubris got me there. Let's now take on this dude. Hopefully this will be far, far less terrifying. Rock Slide doesn't one-shot. We don't want to Earthquake. I don't want a Swords Dance either. But that's the move that I accidentally selected. I'm not panicking in this gym. You are panicking in this gym. At least we've made our way to Winona. Let's do a Soda Pop. Let's also hold on to a Citrus Berry here. And let's hope for the best. This is Winona, Gym Leader number 6. Flying type specialist, leads with Swablu. Swords Dance, Aerial Ace does a lot of damage. Tropius, I think we should be able to hopefully set up one more. Citrus Berry kicks in. Rock Slide, does it connect? Yes, it does. Pelipper, Protect is annoying. Rock Slide hits, that's good. Skarmory, Brick Break, should be a one-shot. Thank goodness Sturdy doesn't work as it does in later gens. Oh no, we're out of Rock Slides. Never mind, we crit. I am so sorry, Winona. That was a totally unfair battle. It should have been more even, but our Heracross is full of luck. Oh, I am very, very, very happy about that. Feels like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders getting through that battle. That does mean there's yet more walking and wandering about to do though. So I'll tell you what, I will now skip forward and we'll meet over at Lilycove. And with that, we have made it to Lilycove City. All you May fans, you've got one last chance to see her in this challenge. Right here, she is going to take us on with her final team. She leads with Tropius. We Rock Slide, we get rid of it in one hit. We're going to use another Rock Slide against the Pelipper, and it also goes down in one. Earthquake on the Cumbuscan, that's another nice one hit. And then we'll use Brick Break on the Ludicolo. Very, very easy final May battle there. And that means she's gone forever. We'll never see her again, but it does also give us access to the Pokemarts here, and I want to buy some stuff at the Pokemarts so that I can buy as many Max Repels as I can possibly afford, because they are going to come in incredibly useful for the rest of the challenge. How many can we get? We can get 99. We'll take all 99, thank you very much. That way we don't have to worry at all in the slightest now about our Repel steps wearing off. We've got to go through Spinner Hell again here. Never a pleasant experience. I'm sorry, are you Psychic? Do you know exactly... And you? Do they know exactly when I'm going to move? Goodness me. Let's move these Max Repels up to top slot while I remember. And we are going on our way to Mount Pyre now. There are a few bits that we need to pick up after Mount Pyre as well. I'm going to pick up this first item now because I will forget it otherwise. There's a rare candy hiding just behind here. Is there anything in these rocks? I always like to check the rocks because sometimes you get something a little bit useful, but no, not in those. We don't have to do anything much here in Mount Pyre because we end up going on the outside. So we only have a very small number of trainers to take on, mostly Team Aqua, I want to say at this point of the challenge. I might be wrong. Max Potion could come in handy. Let's see, is it Team Aqua? It is Team Aqua. Starting with this Grunt with a Carvana, we'll Brick Break it, we'll take that negligible damage, doesn't really matter too much. And then we can take on this next Grunt. We'll Rock Slide the Grunt here. And is this the tag team that we can't do because we've only got one Pokemon in the party? I think it is. Not to worry, doesn't really matter too much to us. We can easily get rid of them one at a time instead. I really like that there's only one forced double battle in this challenge. I know double battles were Gen 3 shtick, so I would have understood if there were more forced double battles. But no, just the one in this one. And I am very, very happy about that. We get the Magma emblem. And before we leave, I want to pick up this rare candy here. That means we can now get back on the air balloon, or get on the air balloon for the first time, I should say. And I think we need to go to a Lava Ridge Town next. We'll do a quick PP heal here because we are about to go in a bit of a gauntlet of Team Magma Grunts, and we'll go up here. We've already battled you. On the bike we go, and we'll hop up these ledges. I felt so cool as a kid discovering you could do that. It's such a fun mechanic. And I wish they'd have done it in more games, but they never did. It's just this one and Oris, I think, where you can do the bike hops. I know you can change gears on the bike in a Sinnoh, but it's not quite the same, is it? As opposed to just hopping your way through a little bit of terrain. It's something I wish they would bring back, but I doubt they're going to anymore, because it seems like they're moving away from movement items in general, which is a real shame. I liked having the movement items. I think from Generation 7 onwards, when they added the HMs as key items, they've kind of dropped the ball with it, because it's taken away some of the personality that the game had. Or is that just me? It could very well just be me, but I feel like the games had more personality when you had a huge range of different items that you could use to traverse the overworld. So I've made my way further through this horrible labyrinth here, and we have... Oh, Boltoy has Levitate. I never knew that. And we have found ourselves in the final little gauntlet of Magma Grunts before we're able to take on the admins of Magma. So we'll take care of these, and then we'll be ready to go about our day. I think Zubat is one of the most dangerous lines here in our challenge today, because we've got really nothing too good for them. Is this Tabitha? This is Tabitha with a Numel. We've got Earthquake for the Numel, so that's not dangerous. Zubat, Rock Slide, if it connects, is absolutely fine. We'll use Earthquake on the Camerupt, and then we can use a Brick Break on the Mightyena. Even though we get intimidated, we still don't have to worry too much there, because we've got more than enough offensive capabilities. This is where the screen's going to go a horrible blue. I'm so sorry. I hate it. I wish there was something I could do, but I'm not smart enough to edit that out yet. And now we can take on Maxi. One hit on the Mightyena. Crobat is very dangerous. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. He's throwing, he's healing. He shouldn't be healing, because then we can Earthquake the Camerupt, and we win. Oh, you silly, silly sausage, Maxi. You could have had the victory there, but you threw because you were too focused on keeping your bloody Crobat alive. But with that and the rare candy picked up from there, we can leave, and our next destination is Slateport. Look, I remembered from last time. I'm getting slightly less incompetent at this game, but I can't remember which building we go in. Is it the other building? Yes, it is. Never remember which building. Yep, it's up here. I should just look for the crowd, because of course the submarine is going to start leaving. Spoilers, that's what's happening. There it goes. And now we can go to Lilycove and finish off Team Aqua. I have fluked the Aqua hideout the last couple of challenges I've done in Emerald. I am not confident that I'm going to fluke it again today. We shall see. We can give it a go, and we all live in hope for a very, very good outcome here. Let's try. I think if we follow the double battles, then we'll be in with a good shout of getting where we want to go. We'll take on her first of all. She looks like she might know the directions. She's got a Carvana. Doesn't really tell us anything, does it? Here's a double battle. This might mean we're on the right lines. Oh no, a Zubat, our arch nemesis of this run. And a Carvana will Earthquake this one. I did pick up a PP Max, by the way. Don't know what I'm going to use it in yet, so I'm just holding on to it. But I think the PP Max could come in handy. We did PP up Earthquake, so I'm at loath. Oh no, we missed a Rock Slide. So I'm at loath to use it on Earthquake. I think it would be a waste. Maybe on Brick Break? I don't know. Brick Break is stab after all. And we're never going to run out of Swords Dance PP. So I don't think we need to worry ourselves with anything there. The one thought I have had, by the way, is what if Hidden Power Rock would have been a good choice for this Pokemon? It wouldn't have had the flinching effect, but pretty much everything we've hit with Rock Slide hasn't needed to flinch in the first place. So that might have been slightly more reliable, but we would have taken a hit to our offensive DVs. Well, look at this. I've made it through again. Magic! Magic, magic, magic. I'm going to Swords Dance against this Mighty Aina. Scary Face shouldn't mean too much. Oh, Swagger could. Swagger could be really mean. Let's hope it doesn't affect anything. Oh, Rock Slide hits. Never punished. Never, ever, ever punished. Get in the bin, Matt. That is a sentence I really enjoy saying. And with that, we can leave. I think we're done, and we can make our way over to Moss Deep City next. Shouldn't be too long to go. No, we don't want to elixir. We don't want to piss those away quite yet. And the rappel wears off just as I leave the bag. Fan-bloody-tastic. Now, I'm going to take on both of these because I think they are both mandatory. Oh, Gyarados is scary. Rock Slide doesn't one-shot either, but he's only got Dragon Rage, so not as scary as he could be. Yep, you do have to take on both of them. Marill, we can Brick Break that. No problem at all with Marill. You know what, actually? I'm going to PP Max Rock Slide. It's the most unreliable move, so we might chew through PP otherwise. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. I hope it makes sense, because I've done it now and I can't undo. And we are now in Moss Deep, thank goodness. Let's hope that our Sacrifice comes into existence as we go into a Moss Deep gym. This is a weird one, because if we had a bug move, we'd have something super effective. As it stands, we don't. So we are going to be playing with Earthquake and Rock Slide for the most part here, and hoping for the best. Although Brick Break does a lot against Kadabra, so we can use some Brick Breaks here and there if we've got low physical defense enemies in front of us. I am terrified of Xatu in this run as well. Anything that's flying that then has a resistance to the fighting type on top is going to be very, very, very dangerous for us. So we do need to be very careful there. But the rest of the time we should be fairly good and fairly A-okay. Spoink, I think we can Earthquake. Magic Coat means nothing because we're not statusing. Although I do think we need to do this room here as well, don't we? Otherwise we ain't going to be able to get through. Like I said, we'll Brick Break all of the Kadabra. Are you Girafarig? I think... No, you're Wobbuffet. Goodness me, you're scary. I am going to Swords Dance to guarantee the one-shot against Wobbuffet. I'm not going to mess about with Wobbuffet. It is far, far, far too powerful. Can we Brick Break that? No, we can't. We'll have to Rock Slide, but we've missed. But we have knocked it out. Thank goodness. This should then turn these round just like a so. And then we can go back in here and we can take on the rest of these trainers. Meditites, we know Earthquake will be fine for, so we can do that. And then we will also use probably something useful against this Curlier. Another Earthquake. At least they've all got just one Pokemon between them. Now let's take a look at that. That looks like that is right. And then we have to do this and that. And this and that and this. Oh, there we go. And that should lead us to Tate and Liza. Let's use our Max Potion. We don't need to. Have we got any Leper Berries? They would probably be useful. I hate the check tag thing there. We're going to use one on Earthquake, and then I think we should be good. How about berries to use? Which one would be good? I wonder which one would be the best berry to hold. I want to say just a citrus berry. I think that might be the best play. It might not be. I might change my mind. Let's see. Can we battle them? Yes, we can. That means our fish has come out to play. We're going to Swords Dance, going to boost our attack. Psychic on that is fine. We resist Earthquake. Rock Slide. Trying to get rid of Xatu first and foremost. Reversal. Oh, that's a glitch I didn't realise was a thing. We're not in a 4 moves battle mode at the moment. Oh, nuts. Oh, we can't do what I thought we could do because they've got bloody Levitate. Oh, I should have realised that. Bloody hell. Let's try again. Get rid of the Magikarp. On to the Xatu. We're going to Rock Slide. And they miss. Let's try again. Don't know where 12 resets has come from, by the way. I'll have to look at the footage. I don't think I've reset 12 times. Rock Slide. Do we get rid of the Xatu? Yes, we do. No to reversal. I will patch that out, don't worry. Brick Break on the Claydol. Get rid of the Claydol. Ooh. How do we do this? Because Earthquake's not going to do any good, is it? Earthquake is not going to do any good at all. Rock Slide that to begin with. Nope. Oh, this one's tough. Don't know what to do here. I know Tate and Liza are the toughest of them all, really. So it's not too much of a surprise. I think we hold on to a Confusion Berry instead, actually. That might be the play, because that could give us 2 turns of setup. Sword Stance, we know that the Xatu will target our Magikarp. Then I think... Oh, Calm Mind. Interesting. Rock Slide. Gets rid of Xatu. That is good. No thank you to Reversal. Earthquake is really good for us there. Gonna Brick Break the Lunatone. Earthquake again are really good. Brick Break the Claydol. Didn't mean to do that. Sunny Day's fine though. Brick Break the Solrock. We're through. Yep, that is the solution. That is the bloody solution. Thank goodness for that. We can leave. That wasn't so bad after all, was it? Oh, could have been much, much worse. You could hear the penny drop, I'm sure, as I figured it out in real time. Double battles are not my forte. I'm not used to them. So it is a completely different way of thinking. And when you combine that with the fact that I'm not used to abilities, and I'm just thinking of type matchups, and I need to remember that this generation does add an entire layer of complexity on top versus what I am used to, but it will come with time. Oh, triple battle. Like these. I prefer it in Gen 6 where it's a horde battle, but we'll take them on all individually. It's absolutely fine by my standards. And of course, because it's not going to be a horde battle, we don't need to worry about several Intimidates popping off all at once. Boltoy's a bit of an annoying Pokemon because I keep forgetting it's got Levitate, so we'll just have to hit it with a Brick Break. Boltoy, I think, is one of those Pokemon that if there were more of them, it would be a lot more devastating than it is. Do we need to heal anything at all for this battle? No, we don't. We're just going to hope that Steven isn't a complete idiot in this one. Let's enter that and let us go. Yep, go, please. I don't know how that menu works. It's horrible. Right, so this is Steven. And this is the double battle that we are forced to do with a friend, in quotes. I'm going to set up. I think setting up would be a very good idea. And then I'm going to Earthquake. We get rid of all 3 of the Pokemon on the field. I don't care. This Crobat, however, is very, very, very scary. So I'm going to try and get rid of it. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Back to the drawing board. Let's try again. See if we do any better this time. Goodness me. I think it's the amount of Intimidates that are working against us here. I just don't know if that Camerupt has any Fire-type moves. Oh, we've been cured of Confusion. That's fine. Earthquake for the first lot. I don't think we're confused anymore. I don't know what's going on in this battle, I've got to say. It's all very, very confusing. Too much going on all at once. Oh, I thought Protect did. I thought Protect did the entire team. I really wish this was singles. I could do it in singles. But I can't do it in doubles easily. And this horrible menu to get us started is truly, truly horrific. We'll keep on going. We will get there. This is a weird sticking point for HERACROSS, though. We are being arbitrarily held back because of bloody Steven here. Right, we are at max max attack. Right. What do we do? I think we do Rock Slide. Why could I not select? Why could I not select? Yeah, it's not letting me select. That could be part of the problem. Oh, I can't select because it hits both. Doy. Sometimes I don't really exude smartness, do I? He's going to go straight for me, isn't he? I've got to hope that the Matang can do something. But it doesn't. What do we do here? Genuinely think we might be stuck for a little bit and might have to go and get some levels. There might be a play. There might be something that we can do. But no, I can't see anything at the moment. Light screen's no good. I want reflect. Do you not have reflect? Reflect is up. Right. Now we can earthquake. That will get rid of all 3 of the Pokemon on the field, hopefully. Will reflect be enough to get us through this Crobat? That is the next question. Oh, it still does a lot of damage. We do one-shot the Crobat. We do one-shot the Mightyena. I think we try again. Nope. Nope, they're seeing it. That's an issue. That is a real issue. I'm going to get some levels and we'll meet back up. So we're coming back, this time at level 50. We'll see if this makes any difference whatsoever. I'm going to drop a hard save just in case. I don't think this will make the world of difference, but there's no hope in giving it a try. Let's see how we get on this time. This is this horrible double battle, where it would be a lot easier if it was a bloody single battle. Scary face, that's the issue, isn't it? That's why we're not outspeeding anything. It's just clicked. Shouldn't have taken this long to just click. Yep, we need to get rid of that Mightyena straight away. That's what we need to do. I think if we get rid of the Mightyena, then we might outspeed the Crobat. We'll see. We can break it. Yep, that does one shot. I think I was so focused on our attack being dropped. There we go, Crobat's gone. We get the flinch on camera ups as well. Doesn't really mean much, but it is nice to have. That Golbat isn't doing too much. Yep, we're through. I think we're through anyway. I hope we're through. The plan is that we're through. We'll earthquake now. Get rid of camera ups. And get rid of Mightyena. Bit of a brain fart there, but it's probably good to get the levels regardless. Very glad to be through that one. It's my least favourite battle in the game, and it's really annoying that it was the one where I had the brain fart. But sometimes when you do solo running, especially if you're like me and you don't do the pre-preparation, you just hyper-fixate on something. Like, I was hyper-fixated on knowing we would get the double attack drop, so I wanted to boost my attack, but obviously Scary Face dropped our speed slower than the Crobat, so we couldn't do that. But that is now all done. It's in the past, and then when we eventually get to Emerald redos in like 2035, we'll know for next time with this Pokemon. And now, after kicking Team Magma to the curb, we've got to do exactly the same now, this time against Team Aqua. This is where all the strength puzzles live here in Generation 3. They're very confined to just one area for the most part, apart from maybe a couple of small ones in Victory Road. And oh no, it's this room. I don't like this room. It hurts my brain too much. Let's see, can I do it? Nope. I think I should get this in a couple of attempts' time. Where do we go from here? This is the part I never remember. Oh, I did it by fluke. Perfect. I don't want to battle you two. I'll do the strength puzzle. Shouldn't be too hard, should it? Just like that. And then we've got the big strength puzzle room coming up. And much like in Victory Road in Kanto, I really wish that strength persisted between rooms, because that would make this far less egregious. Don't know why I'm picking up the Earthquake TM. We've already got it. But it's nice to have a spare copy just in case. And I do think there's going to be blue flashing at some point soon. So please do avert your gaze after this battle. This is the final battle with Archie. He leads with Mightyena. Mightyena goes down. Crobat, that terrifying Pokemon, is next. Oh, glad we had that Citrus Berry. We get rid of the Crobat. That's fine. Sharpedo, we can probably break that. Got to use super effective moves now, I think. And that is the lot. Oh, Red Orb time. Horrible. It has now left the screen, though. And with that, we are ready to go to Satopolis City, I do believe. Let us get ourselves over there and finish this storyline so we can go once and for all. We know what's going on. We've just got to get there. Let's use the air balloon. I've already got the fly points for Satopolis. And yep, here is the cutscene. This means we are well and truly in the end game. And at 1 hour and 45 seconds, 10 minutes and 45 seconds rather, that isn't too bad. Not as quick as I would have hoped, but then we did have a little bit of issues, didn't we, with that maxi battle. By the way, I did figure out what the resets were. I had to swap saves well, not saves, but swap patches partway through, because I was on the old one where we couldn't battle Tate and Liza, but then I didn't realise my save state didn't carry through. So that meant that I pressed the save state button, which is what I used to count the resets as well, oodles of times, and it meant nothing. So that's where they came through. I have now resynced it though, so we are back on track. Let's get to Pacific Log. Let us go and try and climb the Sky Pillar. This is the one trainer I didn't do getting those bloody levels, and now he's showing his face. You can tell we're in slow, by the way. We've only just hit level 51. Goodness me. Oh, the slow experience group is not a nice one to be in, is it? Let's see if I remember how to get up here. We don't want to use the air balloon. Good to know that it doesn't work indoors, though. It means I've coded it correctly. Unlike the Gen 2 one, which you can sometimes use indoors, although I promise I never exploit that. It's just a fun little quirk of how it's coded, that sometimes it forgets that it needs to check if it was the last item used. This seems to be much less difficult than it is in Oras. I always prepare myself for the Oras one, but no. This one is far, far better. There's Rayquaza woken up. That means we can fly back to Satopolis again, because it's back and forth in this game. And here we go. Rayquaza's going to be like, no, stop, cease, go home both of you. I'm the king of this trio. You can both get in the bin. And they do. And that is the storyline completed. We are now all about the badges, not the badgers, but the badges and nothing else. We'll admonish both of these, tell them they're very, very naughty men and shouldn't do that. We'll chat with Stephen, we'll chat with one, not Wallace, and we can finally take on our 8th and last gym. Thank goodness for that. We've got this weird puzzle, which is kind of nice actually. It makes a change compared to the simple puzzles, but it's still fairly easy to do. Or was that Wallace and now this is one? I get confused. There are too many people with very similar names. We have healed. Let's take on the final gym leader. This is one. He has a love disc. We'll use Earthquake on the love disc. We'll knock it out in one. Then I think we'll set up against this because I'm expecting Amnesia. Got the read and we do knock it out. Kingdra's next. Let's break, see how much we do. No stalling with the Kingdra today. Celio's obviously going to go down in one. And so is Crawdaunt. That was a bit of an anticlimax, wasn't it? But we do get the last badge. And we are now well and truly in go mode. That means we are on our way to the Pokemon League. As always, I'm going to get on the air balloon and I am going to go to Moss Deep. Because I find it easier to navigate to the League from Moss Deep than I do from Satopolis. I don't know why. And I've said that and now I'll completely screw up the movements to the League. I think it's over this way. I might be right. Oh, bog off Tentacle. Let us use another Super Repel and we should be at Evergrande City. Let's go into the Pokemon Center and do a quick PP heal, just in case. Just on the off chance that I get lost in Victory Road. We know it's happened before. If those of you who remember the big Giraffaric stream, you'll know just how lost I got in Emerald. And I made the mistake of making it the last game. Before we do anything else, we do have one last encounter with Wally. We'll get rid of his Altaria and grow up to 52. Then we will Earthquake the Gardevoir. Future Sight is typeless, so it doesn't affect us here. Then we've got a Delcatty. Future Sight does next to nothing. We'll get rid of Delcatty. Magneton we can break as well. And the last Pokemon is Roselia. Earthquake should one-shot. So we say goodbye to Wally, standing in for May there. Very, very kind of him. Very last minute. That's why he wasn't fully prepared. And now we can start making our way through this horrible, benighted place. Do we have a lantern? Yes, we do. At least that means we can see where the hell we're going. And that's half of the battle here in this Victory Road. I seem to remember going here. And then, did we fight him before? I remember a Swellow Man. So yes, I think we did fight him before. Kadabra as well is looking familiar. Oh, we've started learning moves now all of a sudden. That will be because of the Magikarp, I've obviously changed something with that. That's fine though. Doesn't matter too much for this one. We're right at the end anyway, but I will fix that for the next Emerald Challenge. It's not going to be for a few videos. We've got quite a lot of other videos coming up. We've got a Supermon, we've got a Fire Red, we've got some Crystal Challenges as well. We've had 4 Gen 3 videos in a row, so I do think it is time we go back to Gen 2 after this one, at least for a little bit. And I think we are getting very close to where we need to go. We don't go this way. Oh, no, that's a Lunatone. I remembered. It has Levitate. L for Levitate. S for stays up in the air, I suppose. Including the I suppose with that S, by the way. It's the whole thing. It stays up in the air, I suppose. Absol, the disaster Pokemon. Want to run that soon. I think Absol would be a bit of a dark horse, you know. Is this where we're supposed to go? I'm going to say yes. I did that really cool movement that I could never do in Gen 2, but it screwed us over here. This is looking like the exit. I think we've done it. Aren't you proud of me? I hope you're proud of me again like we were in the Alakazam video. Oh, pee off. We're so close to the end. Don't stall with Protect now. We'll get past you two. And we are at the Pokemon League. That means I've now got the fun job of picking up the bits that I didn't pick up in the rest of the challenge. And we'll meet back up when it is time to take on the league. All of the rare candies have been picked up. Everything else has been picked up as well, and we are good to go for the Pokemon League. Let's get to it. Our first league member is going to be Sydney. He is a Dark-type specialist who leads with Meteor. I'm going to set up one Swords Dance here. Sand Attack is annoying, but I'm hoping it won't be the end of the world. We can use Brick Break against Meteor, Shift Tree, Absol, and then his last 2 Pokemon, which are Crawdaunt. We get our first miss. We don't miss on our second turn, though, and his Cacturn. Very nice start there to the league, getting through in a time of 1:20.48. Second up is Phoebe. She is a Ghost-type specialist who leads with Dusclops. Got the read on the Protects there. That is good. Oh, we could have done the double Swords Dance. Goodness me. That's fine. Burnett doesn't have Levitate. You'd think it does, but it doesn't. So now we can start sweeping a little bit. Of course, our Brick Break is going to do nothing here, but Earthquake is just as good in the end and does get through. Next league member should be fairly easy. This is Glacier. She is an Ice-type specialist. She leads with Celio. Celio's going to start hailing, isn't it? That should be fine. I think we should be able to sweep with Brick Break from here. Do we outspeed the Glalie? Yes, we do. These Gladies have a penchant for becoming a bomb, so we want to defuse them very, very quickly here. We're going to take some chip damage from Hail, but I don't think that even Walrein is going to survive. Just like that, this is starting to feel like the Heracross we know and love. It is doing very well there. Let us use... I think we can get away with just a Soda Pop. We'll use an Elixir as well. And now we'll take on Drake. Drake is the final Elite Four member. He's a Dragon-type specialist, leads with Shelgon. Gonna get a double attack boost going, and then I think we Brick Break. Oh, he's protecting. Interesting. We could possibly do something with that in future. Flygon, right, Brick Break again. Oh, Flamethrower with a crit. That's nasty. That is really nasty, Drake. We don't want that. Are you going to double again? No, you're not. So we do the single Swords Dance into Brick Break there. Maybe. Yep. Now, do we have enough to get rid of Flygon? Of course we do. Silly question. Rockslide the Altaria. Our speed hasn't been dropped, so we're fine. Then we Brick Break the Salamence. It's not very effective. What about an Earthquake? It doesn't affect. What type is Salamence? Oh, it's Dragon Flying, isn't it? I'm going to play for the Rock Tomb Miss. I think the Rock Tomb Miss will be most beneficial for us. And it has to happen soon, surely. Rock Tomb isn't an accurate move. I do think this is the best plan. There he goes. Are you going to Rock Tomb again? Oh, bloody hell. I thought he was going to double protect. It seems like his AI isn't consistent at the beginning of the battle, which is a little bit annoying, but there we go. Critical hit? Absolutely not. We're just going to fish for this. We don't need candies. I'd rather save those for the Steven battle. Are you going to protect? Yes, we've got a triple. Brick break. We are at max attack. This might be something now. We'll brick break the Flygon. Altaria. I didn't mean to brick break, but it's fine. We one-shot Altaria. How about Salamence? We're up to +5 attack. Oh. At least we've not been burnt. At least we have not been burnt. We're through. That Salamence could have been scary. It is pseudo-legendary after all. But we did get through. We're going to heal up once more, just like that. And I think it's time we take on the champion. He's going to be a water-type trainer. And I'm hoping that we can just set up and sweep, quite honestly. We'll have to see. This is Wallace. He leads with Wailord. One Swords Dance. Oh, bloody hell, Water Spout does a lot. Bloody hell. That does an awful bloody lot. Can't believe how much it does. Can we get through with one Swords Dance? That is the question. We can get rid of the Tentacruel. That's fine. Ludicolo, Brick Break, one hit, please. Thank you. Critical hit, we'll never know. We're going to have to Rock Slide this Gyarados and hope for the best. Only Milotic left. I'm going to Brick Break. Oh, Toxic's mean. He's stalling as well now. Oh, never mind. We just got a low roll. We're through. We get 13 candies for the Steven battle. That is exactly what I wanted to see. We are going to pause the timer for the Hall of Fame in just a moment. As soon as we get registered, we will get in the Hall of Fame at 1 hour, 25 minutes and 18 seconds. We have one more battle left to go, so let's now skip to the Steven battle. And so now we find ourselves in front of Steven. I'm holding on to the PlayStation Network Cureberry for this battle, and I've been doing a little bit of thinking. I reckon the only way through is if we can get 2 turns of setup. That's not going to be very likely. I'm fully expecting Aerial Ace from Skarmory to knock out on turn 1. We'll give it a go, see what happens. Toxic's interesting. Toxic and Spikes. Bloody hell, I'm going to try a third Swords Dance here. Oh, we could be onto something already. What the heck? We'll Brick Break this. Metagross Earthquake. Will that one-shot? It will. Aggron Earthquake Quad super effective. It will go down. Claydol Brick Break. It doesn't go down. We're surviving on 5 though. Surviving on 5 is better than not surviving at all. He's healing looping. He is healing looping. He's got a lot of bloody full restores in him. Come on. Stop stalling. Stop being a git. Thank you. What's your last Pokemon? Cradley. Oh, what type is Cradley? I'm going to Brick Break and hope. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Yes, yes! 128.04 I make it for Heracross. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And so on the retime we came out at 128.03, which is a new personal best for the 4 moves category here in Pokemon Emerald, and it is also going to be a personal best overall in Emerald. I think we got really lucky there. I genuinely thought Steven was going to go for Aerial Ace, and I wanted to check, because presumably his RNG would be consistent there. I wanted to see how much we did with how much he did with Aerial Ace, and it all worked out in the end. Very happy about that. Sub 130 is so good for Heracross. I'm so proud of her. She did incredibly well in this run. Now, if you have enjoyed yourself, please do make sure to leave a like. If you've got any feedback about this run, please do leave it in the comments down below. Subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this across the first 3 generations of Pokemon. If you want to see the videos early, you can always join the channel membership and become a HM friend. But until next time, I will say thank you for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. These videos aren't possible without you, and now I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you very soon.